We are visiting our time attack car today at Premier Auto Body in North Hollywood. It's pretty crazy how these guys do all this work. I didn't even know this car has so many dents.
Yeah, we didn't know the body was that fucked up, but apparently it's really fucked up. So.
But yeah, it's really cool. It's really good work. I'm very impressed. It's really cool to see all this thing goes down. It's amazing. Alright, it is currently Saturday, October 3rd. We have just under a month until year 7. Today we're here at Premier Auto Body in North Hollywood with Edson, who is the owner. And he's been doing some ridiculously cool
amount of
stuff.
Sorry? Amount of work.
Yeah, ridiculous amount of work on our Contact car here. But it looks amazing, so we wanted to show you guys some of the progress and give you an idea of what Edson does. How long have you been in business?
Been in business for 6 years. 6 years? 6 years.
You've done some pretty high-end stuff, SEMA cars, some really well-known Hondas, stuff like that.
Yes, I've done a lot of nice, important people's cars. I could say, in the Honda scene, and with this thing is a lot of patching, fiberglassing, a lot of blocking and filling and cutting, and you guys will see through the film what we've been doing on this.
Yeah, sorry about that. I kind of gave you just like a basic idea. It was kind of like fill in the gaps kind of thing.
Well, you guys told me, oh, well, yeah, it's just going to need a couple of patches and a couple of, spot welds, but no, it's not. It's a lot more work than what we thought.
Yeah, it's as always, there's the whole timeline issue, and we did as much as we could, and then figured probably best to bring it to somebody who actually knows what they're doing.
Hey, thanks. Hey, thank you for that, man.
Yeah.
That's I'm glad you guys thought about me. There's a lot of people out there that can probably do, same work or even better. Who knows?
I don't know about that. I don't know about better. But I've seen what you did here. It's pretty amazing.
Yeah, I'm just trying to do what we can. It's not only me. It's also my son Johnny, my other workers. My that put in work into, not just myself. So we got to give credit who deserves credit.
Of course, and as always, we always want to work with the best. So that's why we're here today.
Okay, I appreciate that, man.
Yeah, of course.
And also thanks to Joey for giving me this opportunity to hop on board with this project. I'm more than happy to help you guys out on this.
Much. I really hope that once we get it back, I'll be able to work up to your quality here and for the rest of the car. So we'll do our best. I think it'll be good.
Thank you.
So for the front bumper, we use the top half of the Key West and bottom half of the OEM 99-2000 Civic bumper. What do you think about that? How are you gonna get this to all work?
Well, we gotta do, it's probably some trimming, making it fit a little better, trying to, get rid of those bolts and
of course
kind of patch it up and do some welding as far as plastic bolts. And pretty much that's it, and just fiberglassing at the end of the day, kind of give it that nice finish, and that's pretty much it.
Cool. We'll definitely look forward to seeing the final product on that. And these extensions, we're molding these in, right?
Yeah, those are getting molded. We're gonna try to make this here kind of fit the bumper, which will be nicer.
Yeah, no,
not just a square.
I kind of left you with a gap here.
Yeah, like a straight drop. So we're gonna try to make it flow a little more.
Right.
And then pretty much it. And then we make this little brackets to kind of take the bumper arm off fast if you're gonna trailer or tow it.
Yeah.
So it comes right off. That's something that me and Joey went through and talked about. pretty much it.
And the fenders, how much ridiculous amount of work was that?
Well, it was 3-step. You know, it's cut, fiberglass. You know, I'm pretty sure you did most of the skeleton. You know, I'm not gonna go over details and stuff. You know?
Right.
And then basically just the fiberglass, first the fenders, and then just glued it onto the actual skeleton of the OE fender, and line everything else up with the headlight before we started doing the Mondo work on it. You know, but it is it's a lot of trimming, welding, you know, that type of stuff.
I imagine it's kind of because I know the fender when we cause it was originally a 1000 fender, and then I cut it up and had to kind of bow it out in certain areas and then kind of attach it to the skeleton there. So was it pretty difficult keeping that shape, I guess, as you're adhering everything?
Well, yeah, I mean the main thing was having Johnny is, you know, sitting there for 2 hours just holding, you know, a fender like this when it's getting fiberglass.
Yeah, I bet. I'm sorry about that.
And that's pretty much, I think, the hardest work with that was his. You know, sit there for a couple hours with each fender and figure that out.
Props to Johnny then. How was the rest of the car? When I bought this car initially, like a couple years ago, I thought it was pretty clean. Like I was like, okay, it's a clean title. Like there's no huge dents everywhere. But looking at it now, it looks like it required quite a bit of work in terms of straightening out the metal.
I mean, white you don't see that much dents, but once you start actually working on it, then everything comes out.
Oh, I see.
You know, white hides a lot of the you know, dents and, you know, scratches, stuff like that. But once you start sanding, blocking, then, you know, everything comes out. So now that it's here, we try to cover all the surfaces so that we make sure everything comes out nice.
Great.
Filling in the mold, you know, the moldings. That's one of the, you know, hardest things to do too.
Yeah, I bet. It looks great on this side. You can't even tell that there was holes.
Yeah.
Really.
So
really impressive.
we're doing as much as we can. Try to, you know, be on our deadline.
Yeah, definitely appreciate that. Yeah, I'm really excited to see the final product, and I'm sure other people are too. So yeah, it's gonna be great.
No problem. Appreciate it.
Yes.